Hello friends and family, and good morning from Disney's Hollywood Studios. I thought it'd be fun to come out today, head deep into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Batuu, and do a really fun merch search. It's officially the holiday season. All of the beautiful Christmas decor is up at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but I want to check out all of the awesome Star Wars merchandise Walt Disney World has to offer, literally in every single store that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge has to offer. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. As you can see, definitely a very easygoing morning today here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Not too many people out and about going into the park this morning, and I'm noticing a lot of the beautiful Christmas decor before we even enter the park. Before we do head inside, though, I do want to mention, if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. Yeah, I'm really surprised with the lack of people out this morning, though. Like I was saying, not too many people out and about to get their park tickets scanned, but some beautiful Christmas garland before you even enter the theme park. And holy moly, now that we've officially made our way inside of Disney's Hollywood Studios, look at the different lighting poles that they have. There's literal Christmas trees on top of them. There's nothing like being at the Disney parks, though, especially for the Christmas season. Let's head down Hollywood Boulevard. We'll head over to Keystone Clothiers and see what type of Star Wars merchandise we can find first. Keystone Clothiers used to actually have a huge assortment of Star Wars merchandise in the backside, but they do have a smaller section now. We'll see some of the newest offerings here first. Okay, so they do have this whole center section with some Star Wars merchandise, like this adult size graphic t-shirt. You have Darth Vader with a huge graphic on the front. It does say Star Wars with that retro design on the pocket. This one is $35, and a couple of different baseball caps here on the top section. This one is embroidered with a huge oversized Star Wars lettering. That one is $30, and they do even have your Nike dry fit material baseball caps. These are a size medium large for $40 a piece with the embroidered dueling lightsabers, but some of the coolest drinkware offerings you're going to find anywhere on Walt Disney World property. They do have the lightsaber hilts. It includes authentic lightsaber sounds as well. It comes with the carabiner and then the little lanyard strap for $40. And perfect for a really fancy meal over here in Batuu at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They do have the adult size button down shirts. This one is loaded with Darth Vader's helmet, a good size pocket on the front, and you get this little patch that says Darth Vader. $65 a piece for them, but they are as soft as silk, like a super duper soft material. And they do also have a really cool coffee mug here. This one has that 3D effect with the Star Wars lettering. It is double-sided, and it says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on the bottom. That one is $17. And then right underneath there, perfect for the cooler weather, they have a full zip hoodie. This one has the really shiny Darth Vader helmet on the front side there. And if you do look closely down the bottom on the pockets, it has this embroidered design that says Darth Vader and Star Wars a bunch of times for $65. Some of the best deals, though, are always the adult size graphic t-shirts. These are normally $30 each. When you buy two, they are running a deal now, $25 each. And they actually do have some really fun Star Wars ones with Princess Leia. It says, "I love you." And then right underneath that one, you do also have Han Solo. It says, "I know." I like the huge graphic that they have on front of them. And of course, you can never go wrong with a good classic Disney's Hollywood Studios graphic t-shirt with Mickey Mouse. Also really nice for some of the cooler weather is this long sleeve graphic t-shirt. It's all comprised here of all of the different letterings: Fight the Empire, Elite Soldiers, Star Wars. That one is only $40, but it's a very soft, lightweight material. Like I was saying though, the Keystone Clothiers store, as soon as you enter the park, used to have a really good selection of Star Wars merchandise. Now we have to head over to like Tatooine Traders and inside of Batuu at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to check out a ton of the different offerings. Of course though, even if you're just here for Star Wars, you have to take a moment to check all of the beautiful Christmas decor. Lots and lots of Christmas ornaments in the lagoon area. Gertie actually has a Santa hat with an ornament inside of his mouth. And how beautiful is the Christmas tree at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I also really like how they're funneling Christmas music throughout the entire Hollywood Studios, but right now Star Tours is only a 10-minute wait. They have one of the biggest gift shops that you're going to find here for Star Wars merchandise, so I do want to head over to Tatooine Traders. But how cool is the incredible photo op that they have with the absolutely massive AT-AT right out in front of the attraction. Next up on our Star Wars merch search, so let's head on over to Tatooine Traders. A really great assortment of different Star Wars merchandise you can find in here, and some really cool, like highly collectible items. Okay, I think we'll actually start out in the front section of the gift shop. They do have some really cool Spirit jerseys. These are buy one, get one 50% off. This one is very sparkly with Han Solo and Princess Leia on the front side, but buy one, get one 50% off. The back side here has the raised lettering. It says, "I love you." And then right underneath there is the opposite Spirit jersey that they do have, like the navy blue color. It says, "I know," with the raised lettering. You do have Han Solo and Princess Leia on the front side. It's always cool though when you can get some merch at like Disney Character Warehouse prices. Right next to that is an awesome Star Wars Loungefly bag with Grogu. I absolutely love all the different fabrics that they used. You have some frogs on the side. I do want to check the old price of Rooney. This one is $89. You have Grogu on the back side with a frog in his mouth. And then let's see what else we have here. Also from Star Wars Mandalorian, an adult-sized baseball cap with a beige color. You have a Mando's helmet embroidered and Grogu. That one is $30. But tons of different Grogu merchandise you can purchase here at Tatooine Traders, like the really soft plushy pair of ears, really nice attention to detail though, like everything is embroidered. They are $35 a piece. And then yet another Grogu backpack. This one comes with a little plushie with Grogu like inside of the pod. I do want to see if we can find the price on that one. That one is $40, and you can never go wrong with some good pairs of Disney socks. We have Grogu and a little frog there on the top section. I do believe these are $16.99 and perfect for some of the cooler weather. They do have some adult-sized pullover hoodies with Mandalorian's helmet. It says, "This is the way, Star Wars," and then you have Grogu. That one is $60. Right next to all those merchandise offerings though is an adult-sized really fancy shirt. This one is like a half button down with the fuzzy lettering Star Wars, established 1977 with Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try on the bottom section. It even does have a little patch that says Star Wars a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. They are $40 a piece. And then yet another Grogu item that they have. Here's a really cool U-size baseball cap. I love his eyes though, and then the eyebrows. These are only $25. And here's a unisex graphic t-shirt that's brand new. The back side says Grogu, strong with the Force, Galaxy's Most Wanted, and then Precious Cargo. These are $35 a piece. And the newest pair of Star Wars ears just released to Walt Disney World. They do have the Death Star ears. Very nice attention to detail though. These are all simulated leather with a big oversized bow. You have the medallion in the center for $35. And then right underneath there is yet another brand new Disney Parks Loungefly with all of the characters from Yoda, Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, R2-D2, and it does have a patch on the bottom side that says Star Wars. The really cool thing about this one though, it glows in the dark. I do believe that one is $79. Here's a really cool kid Spirit jersey. The front side says Nom Nom with Grogu. These are $55 a piece. I'm just here for the snacks on the backside. That being said, they are starting to roll out a whole bunch of the winter wear items, like this brand new beanie with the huge Star Wars patch on the front side. They are $30 a piece, but very, very nice quality. Over here is a brand new jacket as well with all of the original characters. It says Star Wars, just like that Loungefly bag did. You got another patch with the Star Wars logo with Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, even Han Solo's on there. This one is a full button down for $80. Here is a brand new R2-D2, more of like a baseball jersey. This one has the pinstriping on the sleeves, R2-D2. That same Star Wars patch, just like the Loungefly bag. This one is $65, but a super duper soft material. The backside's embroidered R2-D2 and then number 77. I love this though. Very, very nice quality materials. And they do have yet another brand new Star Wars Loungefly bag. We have Jabba the Hutt on there, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, even Yoda. I like the silver Star Wars lettering. That one is $79, so that's on the lower end of the price scale for Loungefly bags. And they do have the brand new Life Day 2024 adult size pullover hoodies. These are $55. It has the huge Life Day patch on the front side, but check out the back side of this. Like, how cool. Family, joy, and harmony. Of course, there's lots of new things coming out for the holiday season, like the Star Wars Droid Factory Advent Calendars. This one comes in a very fancy box with all the Christmas lights. I always like how they put out like different branded merchandise for the holiday season, but there's a whole bunch of the different droids there on the back side. These are $80 a piece, and if you just want to purchase like a single holiday droid, they do have the R4-TR3 droids, like a Christmas tree. It has the star on top. That one is only $15, and a whole bunch of your Star Wars Power Force figurines that they have. These are motion activated with different lights and sound effects with authentic character phrases. That droid is only $30, so a pretty good deal there. But I'm a big fan of like the classic Star Wars characters like C-3PO and R2-D2. I love this set of figures. Both of them are $50. Let's check out some of the different merchandise offerings that they do have on the spinny rack. So here's a really fun pop socket. You have the Force is Strong with this one with Grogu. That is $20. Underneath there, though, is a good little selection of assorted Magic Band Plus. You have Han Solo, the Millennium Falcon, and Chewbacca for $45. One of my personal favorite Star Wars characters, though, has always been Boba Fett. So I'm a big fan of this Magic Band Plus. $45 for that. And they do have a really good assortment of different pins. These are those diamond design ones with Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber. That one is $12. But they do have so many different characters with that design. Princess Leia and R2-D2. You can get Princess Leia just by herself, but all of these are only $12 a piece. Yoda looks incredible too. You could even purchase some of the pins on this rack that you can actually get over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Here's a brand new Open Edition Millennium Falcon. Only $12 for Open Edition pins, so a very good deal. We have Rise of the Resistance, one of the best attractions over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This one is $12. And then right underneath there is a really fun Batuu one. This is a really shiny silver with the Millennium Falcon. A whole bunch of assorted plushies you can purchase at Tatooine Traders. This is the Grogu Star Wars weighted plushie. These are super duper soft, very, very fuzzy. $45 a piece for them. Right underneath that, though, is a really good sized Grogu plushie. Let's see the old price, Aroni. This plushie is $25, but it's awesome because they do even have like the magnetic shoulder plushies. Really cool to wear around Disney's Hollywood Studios. And Batuu, they have the Grogu ones. And I do believe this one does have sound effects. Also just released to Walt Disney World, they do have the brand new Star Wars C-3PO Galactic Archive series helmets. These are the premium electronic heads with lights and sound effects. These are awesome though because you can remove the front there and see all the inner workings of C-3PO. They are $120 a piece. You could even build your own like plastic lightsabers. The single ones are $35. Deluxe single $40. Your double lightsabers are $50, and then your deluxe double lightsabers are $60 a piece. But they do have all the trays with all the assorted pieces, so you can customize your own lightsaber. This back wall section though of Tatooine Traders has a good assortment of other toys. This was just released to Walt Disney World, the Jedi Training Remote, and then you get the hilt with the sphere. You can strike and block and learn to channel the Force. Let's see how much this puppy is. This is really neat. That one is $90. Right next to that is a, let's see here, Diamond Select Toys. Oh, Disney exclusive. This is awesome, like a vinyl figurine of Luke Skywalker. It does come with your Design for Disney tag on the bottom section, and then right up ahead is even more of your Star Wars Power Force action figures. These are again the ones with the character phrases. They do have Darth Vader for $30. Right next to Darth Vader, though, how cool is this? Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, and Grogu. You could even purchase a good assortment of your Legacy lightsabers. They come in the really fancy boxes. These are $250 a piece, but they have the dark saber. Right underneath there is the Kestis lightsaber, the Jedi Survivor, $250 for that one. But they do have a couple different offerings at Tatooine Traders, and another brand new Star Wars Galactic Archive series helmet that was just released to Walt Disney World is the brand new Kylo Ren reforged helmets. Of course, if you are here at Tatooine Traders, you have to check out some of the branded Star Tours merchandise for this attraction, like the full zip hoodie. These are $70 a piece. The backside says Star Tours, The Adventures Continue, Walt Disney World. So really nice attention to detail on them. Over here is the matching adult-sized baseball cap with the Star Tours lettering, The Adventure Continues. You have the Star Speeder 1000 on the side. That one is $30. They do have like your smaller die-cast vehicles for Star Tours. Really neat though, like a little fancy like Matchbox box. That one is only $10. And then underneath there is a much larger size die-cast vehicle. It does come with the little collector's base that says Star Tours. You can get the Star Speeder 1000 for only $18. And they do have an adult-sized graphic t-shirt that's embroidered Star Tours, The Adventure Continues. This also has the big graphic there on the front side with the Star Speeder for $40. And how adorable is this brand new backpack that they do have? These are super duper soft plushies. They have an Ewok one. You can see like the attention to detail though. They're really soft fabrics. The Ewok is $70. Right next to that is the Yoda plushie backpack. Really good size zipper compartment on the back side. Again, everything is embroidered. Yoda is $70. Let's see some of the other things that they do have here. So they have the youth size R2-D2 Mickey hat ears, still going strong. These are $25, and a very fuzzy backpack of nubs. Again, like everything is embroidered on the front side. You could probably use this thing as a pillow. It is that soft. These are $40 a piece, and they even have the matching kids trucker hats with nubs. And if you're into some of the more like highly collectible items, they do have your Star Wars, the Black Series helmets here as well. These are the electronic Mandalorian helmets for $140. Right next to that one is the Sabine Wren helmets, also part of the Black Series for $140. The plushies though for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge are always some of the best ones. Here is a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge limited release wishable of BB-8. That one is only $15. It does come with the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge tag. Right underneath there is the whole like mystery bag here. You get one of the plushies for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Kylo Ren, Rey, Lieutenant Beck, or a First Order Stormtrooper for $15. Behind the counters though, I absolutely love how they put all the different helmets on display, like the Mandalorian, Darth Vader's. Those are all part of that Star Wars Black Series that I was showing you. But right up ahead, they do have a whole bunch of different 8x10s signed by like all the different actors and actresses that played the different Star Wars characters. They come with the COA, all matted up and framed and ready to go. It's always cool to come out to Tatooine Traders, the Star Tours gift shop, and check out all of the newest offerings there for Star Wars. It is literally probably one of the biggest Star Wars gift shops, even when you get over to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That being said, let's head over there and see what we can find. Even as we're heading over to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they still do have all of the street poles decorated for the holiday season with the garland and Christmas ornaments, but not too many people heading over this direction. Let's take a little peek-see of the posted wait time for Rise of the Resistance. Right now it's currently a 75-minute wait, so definitely a little bit on the higher end. But right outside the attraction, they do have a couple different Star Wars merchandise kiosks, one on the left and one on the right. Let's head over here and see some of the different offerings they have. Let's check out some of the different merchandise that they have at this booth here. How about this one? I love this. It has the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge tag, the Millennium Falcon, and then you have Kessel Run. These are adult size for $45 a piece. Right next to that, though, is a really cool like replica helmet. Let's see what we got doing in terms of price. Oh, that's really neat actually. This is the Batu X-Wing helmets. These are $80 a piece. Perfect to go with that adult size graphic t-shirt though. They also have the matching baseball caps at this booth as well. It has the adjustable Velcro strap for $30. On the opposite side of the cart though, they have a couple different patches. This one here is the resistance patch. These are $12 a piece, little iron-on patches. They do have a whole set of resistance, mission. This is a whole set of 4 of them. Let's see what we got with the price. That one is $35. And some of the keychains here have really nice attention to detail. It has the little Batu dangly charm with the carabiner, but you got like a Han Solo, Chewbacca, even Ren is on there, and it spins. $14.99 for that keychain. And here's a really fun like patch keychain. This is a big medallion, and then it says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on the backside. Let's actually come over here though and check out some of the other graphic shirts that they have. This one has a little patch at the bottom that says Resist, and then Starfighter on the front. I actually like how it's a split, like more of like a Frankenstein kind of shirt. This one is $40, and then right underneath there is a brand new resistance throw blanket. This one is 50 by 60 inches, and it does show you on the back side exactly what that one looks like. They are $70 a piece, but you can even get some of your assorted pins here as well from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Like they have the 4-pin lanyard set with the characters on the front. A really great deal though, like a good starter set with 4 pins. That one is $45, and a good assortment of different pins that they do have here as well. There's a cool double pin set with Ren and then BB-8 for Ray, and then BB-8 for $20. And one section away, they do have yet another booth here. This is an adult size tank top with Ray and then BB-8 at the bottom. I like this whole top section though, how it's like a cross. That one is $40. Right underneath there, they do have a whole set of die-cast vehicles. This one's brand new. The Millennium Falcon, Resistance Transport, and then you get the X-Wing. A whole set of 3 of them. They come with the display bases as well. $40 a piece for them. Let's see what else we have doing over here. Okay, so they have the Gauntlet communicators. It includes 2 gauntlets. That is $50, and a really cool vehicle that you can get here, the Millennium Falcon. This is part of the Micro Squadron. You actually get Chewbacca and a couple other characters. Really cool. It has lights and different sound effects. Let's see how much that is. Really cool for the holiday season though. They are $60 a piece, but you can get a good assortment of different helmets over at this booth as well. That being said, let's actually head a little bit further inside of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There is a ton of different shops inside of this section. Really, really cool. Even Black Spire Outpost is inside. The Toy Maker's shop, where you can get some incredible Star Wars plushies. And speaking of the Toy Maker shop, let's actually head on over here first. They have a great assortment of different plushies with really nice attention to detail. Just the quality of the different fabrics that they use. They have so many different Star Wars characters. They do come with the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge tag. These are $25 a piece for Princess Leia. Right up ahead is the Darth Vader plushies. I love how they have these in like these metal baskets. Right next to Darth Vader, they have a whole basket of the Chewbacca plushies. One of my personal favorites. Like, look at his facial expression. Like, everything is embroidered on them. They have Ahsoka, and then right underneath there they do have some Ewoks with their little toothers sticking out, but really adorable are the Porgs. The opposite side of the cart though, they do have a couple other characters. They have Mandalorian, $24.99 for Mando. Right next to Mando, they have a whole basket of the Jawa plushies, but the whole fabrics, how everything is embroidered, like these are very well put together. And then right over here is Kylo Ren. Look at him there with his cape. He looks really neat. You could also get some really cool die-cast items here as well, like this huge AT-AT. This is a really good size and super duper heavy. The AT-ATs are $20 a piece, and they do also have a really good size Millennium Falcon. Again, that is very heavy as well. The Millennium Falcon is $20, but you can get like a bunch of these posable, like wooden dolls, if you will. Like they come with a little display base. You have Mando and then Grogu. These are solid wood. It says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on the base. That one is $25 because it has 2 characters. Right underneath there though, they do have a Darth Vader version. So this one is just like one of the single characters, so $19.99. But how about that? Right underneath there they do have a Jar Jar Binks one. I love this. Look at his hands wide open. Jar Jar Binks is $20, but this one is brand new since my last visit actually. I don't recall ever seeing this one. So some more new merchandise here at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And if you are looking for like a larger size posable wooden doll, they do also have the Mandalorian ones. This is a really good size though, with the big wooden collector's base. $40 for that. And you can't go wrong with a good wooden box here. Tic-tac-toe. This is Empire versus the Rebellion. It comes in a really cool like keepsake box and has the felt bottom, $25 a piece. And you can also get your chance cubes here for $9.99. I do really love how a lot of these shops is really close walking distance. Let's head right across the walkway though and check out some of the different Star Wars critters and different things that we can find. Okay, so here is a youth graphic t-shirt with a Porg. You have a fairy and then a Loth cat. Really nice quality, the graphic shirts, $27 a piece, and really awesome for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can get these misting fans. On the lanyard itself, it says Black Spire Outpost. Look at the attention to detail, like the effort they put into these items. $25 for the fans, and they do have the little Porg puppets. You actually could stick your hand there and then move the Porg. That one is $55. You can get all of your different like Star Wars critters here though. Speaking of the Loth cat, they do have the Loth cat plushies where you push down, the mouth opens up. Like look at the big toothers on the inside. These are really, really cool. They are $55 a piece, and it looks like they even do have some of the puffer pigs in the bottom section. You could squeeze them and they make lots of noise. Also still going strong, they have your limited release creature carvings. These are all $25 a piece, but they do have a couple different characters, including the Loth cat. You can actually see like the mouth wide open. Really nice attention to detail. A good deal for $25, a nice little take home from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But they have all these little like containment areas with a bunch of different critters. Look at this huge snail. You can see its eyes closing and then opening back up. Some of the other plushies that they have here. Here's yet another one. This is the Neku one. The arms and then legs do move. These are super duper fuzzy. You got the horns there on the top and then the huge mouth that does open up. They are $55 a piece. And yet another containment area that they have with a ginormous toad inside. Next up on our Star Wars Galaxy's Edge merch search though, let's head on over to the Black Spire Outpost. Check out some of the different offerings they have here. They have a adult size full zip hoodie that has a Black Spire Outpost on the front. This is a super soft, like really thin material, $50 a piece for them. And they do have a kids graphic t-shirt that says Black Spire Outpost and then Bright Suns at the bottom. That graphic t-shirt is $27, but they do even have like the matching adult size baseball caps here at Black Spire Outpost for $30. Lots and lots of really awesome merchandise though, like this smaller toothpick holder. These are double-sided. One side says Bright Suns Batu and then Rising Moons Batu. $10 a piece for them. Here's like a more of like a matte charcoal finished coffee mug. That one is double-sided with the Batu logo on the back side. $19.99 for that. And perfect to commemorate your trip here to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They do have the 4x6 wooden photo frames with like the whole skyline, Black Spire Outpost, and then the Millennium Falcon. But you can even purchase like some smaller prints that are all matted up and ready to go, like the Batu on the Galaxy's Edge, and they have the Cantina. Another really fun take home is this collectible figurine that says Black Spire Outpost on the front with the Millennium Falcon. Right underneath you get the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge logo. They are $30 a piece. And another really good deal, like a plastic cup, if you're looking for some pretty good deals on some Star Wars Galaxy's Edge merchandise. The plastic cups are only $10 a piece. And then right underneath there is more of like a ceramic drinkware offering. Everything looks like it's actually carved out, and then it has the plastic lid. $30 a piece for them, and they have a whole basket of those woven throw blankets that say Black Spire Outpost on the front side. Let's see here, these are oversized, 70 inches by 52 inches. Let's see the old price tag for $85. You could also purchase a good selection of your assorted pins. You have Bright Suns Batu. This one is a really good size pin for $15. They do have another version that actually opens up that says Black Spire Outpost on the inside. Almost kind of looks like a collector medallion. $17 for that. And then over here is a really cool like shiny Batu version. They have a great selection of assorted pins though. And here is the Black Spire one with the dueling lightsabers, part of the open edition for $12. And how adorable are these tiny little keychains. I love the Porg, my personal favorite of the two. It comes with a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge little tag there and the carabiner with the chain for $15 a piece. Let's actually make a quick little pit stop, Rooney. Over here to Doc Ondar's, you'll find a good selection of different Star Wars merchandise and collectibles inside. Okay, so as soon as you come inside, they have Doc Ondar's Mystery Treasures. These are tiny little plastic boxes with some various characters and different things you can get on the inside. They are $15 a piece, but what I really like, they actually have all of them on display inside of this glass case. This is really, really neat. $15 for a little mystery box. And then right underneath there, they do have a Yoda, a little mystery, but I should say a mini bust. These are a really good size though. Definitely not on the mini side. The bottom side says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for only $20. Also some brand new clothing offerings that they have here at Doc Ondar's. This is more of like your Nike dry fit material, more of like your active wear, $45 for that. And it does look like they do have a set of 4 different Jedi patches at Doc Ondar's for $35. Let's see what else we can find here on the top section. So perfect to hold your lightsaber hilts. Let's see what we got doing with the price. These are the interactive lightsaber hilt display stands, $50 a piece for them. They also have your Kyber crystal display accessories at Doc Ondar's. They come in this little fancy box for $12.99. But speaking of Kyber crystals, you can actually purchase some different Kyber crystal necklaces. I do want to see if we can find the price here. $26.99 a piece. A bunch of different lightsaber hilts that they have on display that you can purchase. Dark Sidious's lightsaber, $169.99. Right underneath there, they also have Qui-Gon Jinn's. This one is really neat, $170. Let's see who else we can find in this cabinet. They have Ahsoka's lightsaber, $250. Kind of perfect to match with that other shirt that I showed you. They do also have the Darth Maul graphic shirts. Again, this is more of like your dry fit material for $45. Right up ahead though, they have yet another one of the mini busts, just like the Yoda version that I showed you. This is the Darth Maul for $19.99. Of course, they do have a couple other Kyber crystal necklaces for purchase, so they do have 4 different offerings, $26.99 a piece for them. And how about the different credits that you can purchase? New Republic credits, they come in a really fancy box. You get 4 different coins for $30, and they also have the Mandalorian coin sets. That being said, there are so many of these really cool mini busts you can purchase at Doc Ondar's. Darth Vader actually looks like he's chiseled out of coal. They do have the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge logo, $20 for Darth Vader, and also the Emperor bust. And in the bottom section is a brand new print that I haven't seen before. This one comes all matted up and ready to go. We have Darth Vader, some Stormtroopers, Darth Maul, and then the Emperor for $45. Next up though, let's make a little pit stop over here to Droid Depot. You can build your own droids, but they have lots of really cool merchandise as well. And as soon as you come inside, they're currently running a deal right now. Purchase a droid backpack, $50 a piece, literally with any purchase. This backpack is absolutely massive. Really nice attention to detail, industrial automation, and then you have the Droid Depot badge on the bottom section. $50 for that is a great deal. Let's see what else we have doing here. So they have the Droid Depot R-Series tool sets where you get all the toys, tools, and then attachments. $12.99 for that one. They do also have your R-Series jet panels here, so you can get a bunch of the different accessories. And how about this Droid Depot box set? This is the R-Series drum accessory set from Droid Depot. Let's see the old price of Rooney, $70. And of course, being at Droid Depot, you can purchase a whole bunch of your interactive remote control droids. These are all at different various prices, but they have the BB-8 droid, $120. Right underneath BB-8, they have the BD-1 interactive remote control droid, $110, so a little bit cheaper, but they do have R2-D2, one of the best classic droids. You can never go wrong with R2-D2 for $160. And they also have the C1-10P droids here as well. Some of the other newest merchandise that they have here at Droid Depot. This is another interactive droid, the Pit Droid. These are, let's see here, $50 a piece. Right up ahead that, they have the Droid Depot droids. So this is a really cool photo op that they have located at the exit to the gift shop. These whole set of droids are only $60 for 5 of them, so that is a very good deal. And it does look like they also have a little mystery crate set just like they had over at Doc Ondar's. These are single droids on the inside from Droid Factory, $17 a piece, but it's that same plastic design, but they do have all the different droids that you can get inside of this mystery set, which is really fun how they have them all on display. And how about this tank top for the kiddos? This is awesome. Astromech droids, you have BB-8, sales, service, trades, and then it has this little metal, like more like a carabiner attachment to the bottom. Let's see the old price tag, $32 for that. Of course, one of the biggest highlights to Droid Depot, they have an entire conveyor belt with different droid parts that keep coming and coming, all different kinds. They have like BB-8, your chopper droids, R2-D2, all different colors, which is really awesome. But you can come over here, put your droids together as you make them, and they come to life. Just another awesome thing for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Another one of those shops, though, that you always have to look up at. They have yet another conveyor belt. You can see like some droid legs, some arms, and all sorts of different things coming through. Speaking of R2-D2 though, here's an actual sensory-friendly graphic t-shirt. This one is kid size. It says beep boop too cute. That is $27, but it's a really good like soft material, especially for a hot theme park day. Underneath there is a Disney Parks Loungefly crossbody bag, again with R2-D2. The simulated leather is really nice quality. On the back side it has your Star Wars Loungefly badge for $75. Another really fun kids offering. This one is a pullover sweatshirt with the droids on the front. Then has the little patch there for Droid Depot. These are $45 a piece. All the different colors though with the fabric is really neat. And they do have a couple different wind-up toys. These are $15 a piece. Look at them though, like the attention to detail, like I was saying, is really like second to none. They do such a great job at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can see how this one walks. Right next to them is this really cool, let's see here, Babu Frick Interactive Droidsmith. It comes in a really fancy box with a window. These are $60 a piece, a really cool addition to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Right underneath there is some cool drinkware. You can see R2-D2 on the top, and then all the different droids like completely surrounding them. You actually got like all the droid pieces. That is $30. Let's see what else we have over here in this section though. So another kids graphic t-shirt. We have BB-8, the chopper, the pit droid that you can actually purchase. It's really neat though how you can open up like the little windows and see the different sayings. That one is $35. But a couple other of the wind-up droids that they do have, R2-D2 and BB-8 for $12 a piece. And a good selection of different merchandise in the home section. You have your Astromech Droid series glassware that says Droid Depot with R2-D2. They are only $15 a piece. Probably one of the coolest serving bowls I think you could ever purchase is this one. It's the top of R2-D2. These are $75. It says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on the inside, but they are massive and super duper heavy. Underneath there is an awesome coffee mug, again with the droids stacked on top of each other. This one has a nice big like oversized handle. They are $25 a piece, but like I was saying, a good selection of different things for the kitchen, like these simulated leather kitchen mats. These are awesome for the kitchen table, but really cool for some Star Wars dining. R2 series droid. These are like a foam for $14.99 a piece, and it does look like they even have some kitchen towels with the BB-8 design for $19.99. But right next to that, if you are looking for an awesome kitchen apron, you have this design here at the bottom, R2-D2, you have BB-8. This one has some pockets and a huge like bronze metal badge that says Droid Depot for $40. A few of the other offerings that they have here in the kitchen section, you get a set of 3 different, let's see here, stainless steel nesting bowls with 3 different designs. This whole set is only $50, so definitely a little bit cheaper compared to that much larger R2-D2 one. Underneath there is the Droid Builders coffee mugs. This thing is absolutely massive. You have R-Series Astromech, that same design is on both sides. $25 a piece for the coffee mugs, and then right underneath there is an awesome set of salt and pepper shakers. One says Droid Depot, and then you have R2-D2. It's really neat how they come together to kind of make like one whole set. That is, let's see here, $22.99. Of course, you could also purchase some of your different Droid Depot pins here as well. You have the R Series builder. That one is $12. Let's see what else we have doing here. Okay, so this one is a really cool open edition one. And the hands actually move on the droid, which is really neat. $15 for that. And right underneath there is a double one where you get R2-D2 even, 2 pins for $20. Disney actually just upped the prices to the double pin sets to $23. So this one is still on the lower price range. And underneath here on the bottom section is your 3D Metal Earths. Really cool, like little models you can put together. For $25, they have R2-D2 and then BB-8. Let's check out some of the other clothing offerings that they have over in the adult section. So this one is a pullover hoodie. You have the R2 series astromech droid, and then the little badge here at the bottom, that's embroidered Droid Depot. This one is $60. A couple different baseball caps that they have. Droid builders, that actually has a little pocket on the side with the Velcro that keeps it closed. $35 for that baseball cap. And then underneath there is more of like your classic trucker hat. It has the industrial automation badge at the bottom. These are $30 a piece. One of my personal favorite graphic t-shirts though is this one for Droid Depot. And then it actually says Black Spire Outpost on the sleeve for $37. That being said, let's continue our way throughout Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Check out some more of the awesome gift shops that they have to offer. Tucked away in the back corners where you can get your blue milk and your green milk. Look at this, the really cool photo ops that they have on the ceiling area. But drop a comment in the comment section which milk you're a fan of, the green one or the blue one. Even more brand new merchandise offerings. This is a huge Star Wars Loungefly bag. It's double-sided. The Stormtroopers actually go even to the back side. Part of the Star Wars Dark Side collection. You get a huge compartment on the front there by Darth Vader. That one is $89. Right underneath there, really cool for like an office desk. They have these little banners that come with the display base, loyal to the Empire. That is double-sided for $20 a piece. But some really cool graphic t-shirts. This one has a big graphic of Darth Vader on the front side, finished what they couldn't on the pocket, and you do get the 71 badge. This is nice, like little, let's see here, rubbery patch on the bottom. These are $40 a piece for the adult graphic t-shirts. And then over here, there you have another really cool baseball cap. It has the little rubberized patch, 709 First Order with the Stormtrooper for $30 a piece. Some really neat things going on in the bottom section. This one is more of like your classic sling size bag with the rubberized patches for Darth Vader, and you have like in this quilted area Darth Vader and then Star Wars peppered throughout. These are $40 a piece, but you get a bunch of different zipper compartments, and they even have a kids graphic t-shirt with a split color with Darth Vader. They are $32. You can never go wrong with some good First Order Stormtrooper merchandise. Here is a talking action figure for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can push the little button on the center and you can hear them talk. That is $35, and they do have some of the First Order Stormtrooper helmets here. They actually have the voice changing with the different sound effects, which is really neat. Let's see what we have peppered throughout here in the bottom section. So another die-cast vehicle. They have the TIE Fighter that comes with the display base. That awesome photo op right outside of the shop. That is $17.99. And then you have Don't Underestimate the Force graphic t-shirts with Darth Vader. And speaking of First Order Stormtroopers, you can purchase the helmets with the voice-changing mask with authentic character phrases. That one is only $30, so a really good deal for a Star Wars helmet. Underneath there are the different binoculars and different things that you can purchase. The First Order binoculars are $30 a piece. And then way down here in the bottom section is the baton and then the shield set. Let's check out some of the different open edition pins that they have to offer. You have your 709 First Order, a double pin set. Like I was saying, this one is now up to $23. They do have one here for Black Spire Outpost with a TIE Fighter. I actually don't think I've ever seen this one before. $15 for that. You have your First Order Stormtrooper pin still going strong here for only $12. So a really good deal on some different Disney pins. They have your Mystery Collection box sets with all of the different helmets, $22.99. And then way down here in the bottom section with the TIE Fighter, yet another patch with the 709 Legion for $12. But important to note, they have some booster pin sets where you get 4 different Star Wars characters for $35. Some of the different drinkware offerings that they do have is the 709 Legion Strength through order on the inside, and these are double-sided with the black Spire Outpost on the back side. $20 a piece for them. And then you do have the Loyal to the Empire coffee mugs. This is awesome though. I love the whole shape and size. The handle is incredible. That one is double-sided as well for $20. Down here in the bottom section you can get some of the different binders. These actually have the light effects. These are filled with foam on the inside, so it definitely won't hurt, but $19.99 for $30 a piece. They have these really fancy first order 709 caps. The attention to detail, like the simulated leather on the front side, is really unmatched. That is incredible. You get the patch on the front side, and then right underneath there you can purchase the matching jacket. And again, look at the attention to detail on this thing. It comes with the belt and everything for $129. Another brand new item here to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can get a first order flag. This is 5 feet by 3 feet. It actually comes in a really fancy box. That's what it looks like on the back side. Protect the Galaxy. $40 a piece for them. And I do also want to show you a couple of the different refrigerator magnets that they do have to offer. We have Darth Vader with some stormtroopers. This one says enlist today. That one is red in color, so $12.99. And you can't go wrong with the Rise of the Resistance with all of the AT-ATs. I had such a fun time today hanging out here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We did get a good glimpse of all the beautiful Christmas decor. The tree is up, all of the garland, it looks incredible. That being said, it's always best to come over to one of the most incredible themed sections of Walt Disney World, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Batuu. There is so many brand new Star Wars offerings, from lounge flies to ears. The Black Series Star Wars helmets are really neat, but it's cool to come out and check out all of the newest offerings. That being said, if you are interested in any of the merchandise in today's video, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll add a link to that in the description box. But if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up, and as always, make today awesome.